into Rocky Top Motors to check on the good old Mustang to start the video off. Alright. Let's see if we can find a parking spot real quick. Here, I think it'd be smart to go over in the shade. That's my personal opinion. So let's go and whip her in right here. Yeah. There we go. So here we are at Rocky Top Motors. I hate to say, guys, we're checking on the Mustang, but it's just to see the for sale sign in it. Who would have guessed the Mustang didn't stay long? Heck, I think I only did one video with it. One. Got great views. It's a good video. That versus GT 350. Awesome. Anyways, but it just wasn't practical. It was my buffer vehicle between making good money off of my new truck and finding something else that I really want. So this is for you, Dirty Max Jack. There you go. We're in a 2015. I bought it here at Rocky Top Motors. They've now got the Mustang. But I want to shoot a video for these guys and just see also kind of what's the car go for sale for, because I know what I traded in for. But I got this for $4 grand under what everyone else was selling. That's what I was looking for. And here in a little bit, once we get to the house, or actually house, then TSI, because we're going to go over the 72, see what's going on there. And I'm going to go ask them some questions about this truck because, you know, they deal with them a whole lot more than I do. I've got great reviews on it. Let me know of any issues or outstanding things that you think this truck does better than or worse than compared to Ford, because this is my first time in Chevy diesel. First time ever. But fell in love with the truck when I seen it. I waited till the price dropped a little bit to where it was more of what I was comfortable with. I was working with Ford trying to get a truck off of Ford. But this one was just priced much, much better. And at the end of the day, love the guys over at Ford. But these guys gave me the best deal possible, so I had to stick with them. But let's go see what the Mustang's priced for, and then we're going to go over this truck. So here we go, 2015 and a half. I guess I got to throw that in there because that's when the good old high country was added, was the halfway mark through 2015. So what is crazy is one of the few big-time YouTubers I've ever spoke to is Dirty Max Jack himself. We used to talk a little bit. It's been a couple years now, probably 2.5 years by now. But we was talking diesels and which direction everybody's going. But I will say somebody has definitely surpassed me and just went to the moon on his YouTube channel. But lucky for him, he has made an awesome career of it and is enthusiast. Sorry, woo, man, that was a loud car. But his clothing line and everything is taking off. So congrats to him for doing so freaking awesome. So maybe now that I got a truck just like Dirty Max Jack, does that mean I should take off? So it is a little bit higher mileage because all diesels are that are even anywhere near reasonable. But you'd never be able to tell just by, you know, the mileage how nice it is though. So big reason for getting rid of the Mustang. Firefighter gear over there. And then all this also was in the Mustang every single day. And that was just a massive pain. So we went ahead and got rid of it. But another reason for buying this truck, it already has all the goodies I want. It's got the lift, the wheels, the tires, all the other goodies too that I was requesting. And I don't have to dump the 7, 8, 9, 10 grand, whatever it costs to redo all this stuff again. Now, granted, there's a few little things. Everything's in good shape. Wow. The camera makes it look a whole lot worse than what it looks like visually to the eye. But I am going to pressure wash all this, maybe even sand down some of all this and just repaint it. And then eventually replace the shocks just for aesthetic reasons. There's nothing wrong with them. The thing rides ridiculously smooth. But I also love the military wheels on this thing. Or, you know, the concept of military wheels. Being a military guy, I love it. With the beefy tire on here, which the generic, you know, trying to make the good old 37s fit. I'm assuming it's a 6-inch lift. Nobody's been able to confirm for me yet, but I really haven't looked too much into it. It's more than big enough. I don't need anything any bigger than this, but it's almost like going to a little bit older Chevy version of that 17 Platinum I had. Now that we went over some of this, I will go over the Mustang. We were going to look at the Mustang, but these guys over here at Rocky Top, right there it is. Yeah, right there. They actually have it going and dropped off at Ford to make sure everything is on point, get it serviced and everything for the next person. I will say I will love and miss that Mustang, but at the end of the day, this was just a whole lot more practical. 2 kids, firefighter equipment, all the other stuff. So it just, yeah, it needed to be done. And on firefighter pay, I'll be honest, I could not afford a brand new one. especially being that my wife doesn't start her job for another 2 weeks. So anyways, here. Now all the guys at the fire department, it's like, oh man, new guy was a rich boy. Look at that new Mustang that I traded in, and I show back up with the high country. So they're like, oh man, look at that rich guy with this high country. Here you go, just so y'all realize, I did buy a lot higher mileage diesel. I mean, the truck looks in amazing shape, but it is a higher mileage diesel, which I knew that going into it, but I still paid much less than what everyone else is selling them for. The one thing I will need to update, sorry, I smeared the camera and it went away, but I would like to go ahead and redo this little guy right here. I am more of an air dog type. That is a fast, but I am an air dog fan. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump over to TSI, check on the 72 power choke, see how that's going, and give some good updates about that guy. Here you go, as I'm leaving, that right there is why they got my business. Right there. Because they did give me what I was asking for the Mustang, and that's all you can ask for when you're trading in. Just one more thing before we head over to TSI that I forgot. So, yes, this is an older truck, higher mileage, but it still has everything you need. Parking assist lane, departure, there's the beautiful wife and child, but still have my AC seats, still have heated, everything, you know, got all that. The only thing that I love about the newer trucks is the display up here, but also think about it. It would have cost me twice as much to have a brand new version of this, and that's really the only thing I can complain about. I feel like I go through vehicles way too much. My wife says I go through underwear faster than vehicles. Or wait, no, vehicles faster than underwear. Yeah, sorry, I was telling the truth in your version. Yeah. But I think that's a whole lot better thing, because you can always upgrade that at some point in time if that's the only complaint I have about the whole truck. But anyways, now back over to TSI. Pulling into TSI now. Let's see what all we can check on up here. See if we got any parts for this good old new beast. And check on the 72 as always, finally. Well, here she is. She is starting to be cleaned up a little bit. We were waiting on a new computer for it. Apparently the computer I got from the last guy that jacked all the parts and gave me bad parts back was a junk computer. So that's where we stand with this. But luckily here very soon, I should know something no later than the next day or two on the computer and everything. And then this, sadly, the big girl will be for sale because I've just lost interest. It's gonna cost about another, I say $3 to $4 grand to truly get it where it needs to be roadworthy and everything. And just, I'm moving on to another project. There's another diesel in the works, AKA the one I just pulled up in. So we're gonna put all the money into that, sell this guy, take a massive loss for it. But anyways, if anybody's interested, it will be able to run, but it will not be roadworthy. Make sure you realize, not roadworthy. It'll have all the body panels on and everything. You'll have to figure out the intercooler piping. You'll have to resize the drive shaft because the one for it, once again, that guy gave me a stock 6.0 drive shaft whenever this was a custom one, so I don't even know what the heck he did with it because I had a custom drive shaft that wouldn't fit anything else. So the drive shaft, you'll have to finish intercooler piping and decide what you want to do with the fan setup. And then I believe really the last big thing will be right here. You'll have to figure out if you want to just do a display monitor system or whatever you want to do here, because I was trying to put the old school gauge cluster in there with the 04 background of the gauges into the old school oval section there, but it just didn't work out. So what I would do if I were keeping it, which if nobody buys it, I'm just still gonna throw some money into it, I'm just gonna put a monitoring system there and just go from there. But anyways, let me know what you think about me basically mimicking good old Dirty Max Jack and having like an OG 3.0 show up to the channel. First time buying a Chevy and everything, so this should be really fun. Heard great things about it. There's already one thing I want to fix, but we'll get to that on another video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Stop by for the first time, please subscribe. You all have a great day.